Okay. This is Kay Bode, the daughter of Charles Gentry Bryan. I married Stephen Bode and birthed Melody Bode. She married James Tharp, and they had a son they named Timothy Gentry Tharp. Charles Gentry Bryan was born April 6, 1905, and grew up on a large farm near Palmyra, Missouri. He was born the second of three sons. Upon graduation from high school, he rode a horse from Palmyra to Columbia to attend the University of Missouri. He graduated from Missouri in 1931, where he earned a Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture. Upon graduation, he applied for various jobs in the Midwest and accepted a position with Swift & Company out of Chicago. After receiving orientation from Swift's, he was sent to Trenton, Missouri to open a produce store. It was there that he met Helen Elizabeth Maple, who worked for Swift's plant across the street from the produce store. According to company rules, you could not marry anyone else who worked for their company. So one weekend, they eloped to Wichita, Kansas to get married on January 1, 1936, on holiday. Once Helen had paid off her car, she quit Swift's and they announced their marriage. In 1943, Gentry purchased a hatchery in Clarksdale, Missouri. He moved his wife and three children, Richard, Charles, and Kay, upstairs above the hatchery for a short time until their house was purchased. The hatchery sold baby chicks and had a feed store for animals. The feed sacks were made in different colors and fabrics so that the women could select their fabric to make clothes. During World War II, Gentry had two children and was 36 years old. He managed Swift & Company and then owned his own hatchery. For these reasons, he was left out of the draft because he was a producer. He was the mayor of Clarksdale from 44 to 46. He was the president of the Clarksdale Lions Club. He was a worthy patron of Clarksdale Eastern Star. He was a member of the Clarksdale Masonic Lodge. Gentry did all of this and more to help his community. He was known as Doc because of his knowledge of animal diseases. He helped farmers if their animals were sick. In the spring of 1947, Gentry fell sick, and Helen and Gentry drove to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, where Gentry was diagnosed with stomach cancer. They then stayed in Trenton with Helen's parents. Back then, there was no treatment for cancer, so they wanted to be close to family. Charles Gentry Bryan died December 18, 1947. My mother was at his side when he passed away, and my grandparents' home. She told us that because he could not move, he was in such pain, and he couldn't move, he couldn't eat. But at the moment he passed, he talked to her and he said, "See, Mama?" He raised his arm and pointed to the sky and he said, "See, Mama? See the stairway? See the light?" And then he passed.